Today we will discuss about the financial statement. Financial statement are basically the activities of financial accounting. The activities analyze and reporting to the interested parties. This is the financial statement. In this statement, gross profit, net profit, asset position, liability position are recorded as chronological order or systematic way to disclose according to the parties, internal or external, both parties. Okay, this is the financial statements. Uh, it is the financial statement is a concept written record that convey the business activities and the financial performance of a company. The financial performance of a company to disclose according to parties. This is the definition of, according to Smith, financial statement are the product of financial accounting prepared by an accountant, the result of activities and analysis of what has been with earnings. Thus, earning position we want to disclose. Earning position we want to disclose as a systematical way to the interested parties. That is the financial statement. Okay, systematical way. They may balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement, owner's equity statement. This is the systematic way. Okay. Now I am going to the another option, how a financial statement compliance with Bangladesh is prepared. How the financial statement are prepared in Bangladesh on the basis of the compliance. Compliance means rules and regulation or code of conduct. The financial statement have been prepared in accordance with the Bangladesh Accounting Standard and Bangladesh Financial Reporting Standard (BFRS) that is adopted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Bangladesh (ICAB) based on International Accounting Standard and International Financial Reporting Standard. International Accounting Standard International Financial Reporting Standard, it is an international way, but ICAB, it is an institution of Bangladesh base, are accommodated and then they apply in our country. In this way, financial statement are prepared on the basis of the compliance. Okay. The local laws of financial statement, local law. The financial statement have been prepared in compliance with the requirement of the Companies Act 1994, Securities and Exchange Rules, Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Rules 1978, and the other relevant local laws regulation of the country. Thus, two law are complaints on local law, that's mean in Bangladesh regarding financial statement details elaborate and explain. Okay. Companies Act 1994 and Security and Exchange Commission rules 1987. What are the fundamental qualitative characteristics of the financial statement? Financial statements, there are two qualitative characteristics. Qualitative characteristics. SFAC number 2, that's mean statement of financial accounting concept. Number 2 outlines there are two primary qualitative characteristics and their component. The two fundamental characteristics are relevance and faithful representation. Two main qualitative characteristics. Number 1 relevance, number 2 faithful representation. Relevance side, predictive value. predictive value. We have to determine or consider financial statement depend on predictive value. Number two, conformative value. Can we use the financial statement to confirm or sense previous determination? The confirm maybe sense, maybe not. Thus you have confirmed about this. Okay. Materiality is all materiality information presented. Materiality means the significant and insignificant. You justify which portion, which option significant, which option, which portion is not significant. You just justify and clearly present it. Okay. And faithful presentation, representation, that's mean competence. In this, all of the pertained the necessary information. You have to completeness. You have to disclose. You have to present completeness. Full disclosure concept. That's mean neutrality, no biasness, no biasness here. Okay, neutrality. You present your financial information according to a respective parties. Freedom from errors. Freedom from errors. Okay. You have to check and recheck and try to find out the omission, commission, any kinds of errors. This is the qualitative characteristics of financial statement. Now, a general question may be arise, objective of financial statement. There are basic or main objective of financial statement is to determine the gross profit or net profit and financial position. Financial position means asset position and liability position. This is the fundamental objective of financial statement. But here, elaborate by four uh, objectives. Number one, to know the current position of the company, loss or profit, okay, down or ups, okay. Future decision making, you must have future decision making. You have, this is the another objective. Eliminating discrepancy, if any discrepancy, that means uneven, not equality. Okay, any mistake, any wrong, any errors, if you find it, you have to eliminate as soon as possible. This is another objective. And last, minimizing change of fraud, minimizing the chance of fraud. You just maintain a process so that fraud you totally can minimize internal control by internal checking. In this process, you have to operate it. This is the basic objective of financial statement. And now I am going to how many types of financial statement. Basically, there are four types of financial statement. Number one, balance sheet statement. Balance sheet statement. By the balance sheet statement, you can know the financial position and liability position, asset position and liability position. That means asset you write or record on the sequences, on the basis of sequences. Sequences means short-term liabilities, long-term liabilities, like this sequence. And asset also same, short-term asset, long-term asset, like this. Just follow sequence. Easily you can know the position of asset base or liability base. Okay. Another option is the income statement. Income statement, there are main objective of income statement to prepare a gross profit or gross loss, net profit or net loss. That will finally you design the income on site and another side expense, and you try to find out the balance. If the income more than expense, it is definitely profit shows. If expense are more than the income, definitely shows losses. This is the fundamental or basic concept of income statement. Another, cash flow statement. Cash flow statement means cash income or inflow, cash outflow. Cash in, cash out. You try to make a balance. Which side is more, cash in or cash out? If cash in is more than the cash out in the surplus, if cash outflow is more than cash inflow, it is the shortage of your balance, cash balance. Okay. And last one is the equity. Equity means it's the owner's equity at the end of the year and at the end of the period, accounting period especially, how much will get a ownership. Okay. This is the owner's equity, capital and net profit. Then you try to minus the any kinds of drawings. Okay, this is the equity or owner's equity statement. And now I am going to the classification of the income statement format. There are two types of income statement format. Number one, single step income statement, multiple step income statement. Single step income statement is very easy, only single column, and multiple step income statement, more than one column, more than one heading to find out profit and net profit as a sequences. Okay. Some important terms and terminology about the income statement. At first, the multiple step income statement, multiple step income statement, income, expense are bifurcated into the operating and non-operating item to show the profit or loss from the primary business objective. Here is the income, expense are tried to divide it, two times divided as the name of operating non-operating item. Okay, and then try to find out loss or profit or losses. It is a multiple step income statement characteristics. Single step income statement divided into income and expense only. Only income and only expense. Income side income, expense side expense. Then you try to make a balance. Okay. A very simple formula. Gross profit is equal to net sales minus cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Operating income is equal to gross profit minus operating expense. Net income, operating income plus non-operating income. Okay. Very simple. You just try to memorize these three formula. Gross profit. How we find out gross profit? Gross profit is equal to net sales minus cost of goods sold. Operating income, gross profit minus operating expense. Net income, operating income plus non-operating income. It is a net income. Okay. You just try to memorize. It is very important to find out or to prepare the income statement. Okay. Application, large organization, large manufacturing concern, retailers, sales varieties, and companies having different sources. This is application, this formula. Okay. So ultimately, we discuss a more but in a short time. Okay. But you have to try to understand the concept clearly. Okay. So you have to memorize this three formula. Gross profit is equal to net sales minus cost of goods sold. Operating income. Operating income is equal to gross profit minus operating expense. Net income, operating income plus non-operating item. operating income plus non-operating income or item. It is equal to not net income. Okay. This is the another slide where shows I try to show the multiple step income statement. At first, you have to determine or examine or measurement or find out sales revenue, then net sale, then cost of goods sold. Net sale minus cost of goods sold is the gross profit. Okay, gross profit minus operating expense, operating income. Operating income minus non-operating expense, net income. This is the step. This step is called multiple step income statement. First step, you have to determine sales revenue, then net sale, then cost of goods sold. Net sale minus cost of goods sold, you will get gross profit. Gross profit minus operating expense, you will get operating income. Operating income minus non-operating expense, you will get net income. This is the step by step. For this, it is called multiple step income statement. You clear or not? Please, anyone?
Sir, first one is clear, sir. Second one little complex. Sir, are we dealing with only nominal accounts here?
Of course, nominal account is a operating expense,
So,
non-operating expense.
so, sir, in income statement, we are dealing with only nominal account.
Income statement, yes, nominal account, but current year. Advance year, previous year, you compromise. You have to compromise sometime minus, sometime plus. But current base nominal account. You have to find out a current year nominal account. Current year. Definitely current year. Okay.
Current and nominal accounts.
Current year. Current year.
Sir, thank you, sir.
স্যার এক্সকিউজ মি
The,
স্যার ক্যান
yes.
স্যার আগের স্লাইডে স্যার যেখানে ফর্মুলা স্যার এখানে নেট here net income is equal to operating income plus non operating income or minus স্যার
Operating income, non-operating income plus. Operating income, non-operating income. Operating income and non-operating, some income have outsides of your organization, of your transaction, of your company. Okay. Say for example, not production related, that's mean. Not selling and buying related. Say for example, interest rate,
আন্ডারস্টুড
commission, donation, like this. Okay.
আন্ডারস্টুড স্যার
Okay. Balance sheet statement. And now we just try to mathematical problem solve income statement and balance sheet statement. Other cash flow statement and owner's equity statement is very easy. The equation is ownership statement. Okay, ownership. So I am trying to solve the balance sheet statement and income statement. So balance sheet statement present a snapshot of the company's financial position. Snapshot of financial position at a point of in time. A classified balance sheet generally contain the following item: asset side and liability side, owner's equity side. Okay. Asset side, current asset, then long-term investment, property, plant and equipment, then intangible asset. Intangible asset we cannot see, we cannot touch. Say for example, goodwill, patent, trademark, like this. Liabilities as owner security, current liabilities, long-term liabilities, then owner equities. This is the follow the sequence. This sequence is the classified balance sheet. Classified balance sheet. If I try to design the question, what is the classified balance sheet? You have to answer the question. Which balance sheet are follow the sequences? Current, long-term, like this, like this. This is the classified balance sheet. Okay. Today I try to very fast to capture my class because we try to solve a mathematical problem, completely a math. Okay, for this I try to slightly fast. This is the owner's equity. Initial capital plus additional capital plus net income minus drawing is equal to owner's equity. Owner's equity, initial capital, additional capital, net income minus drawings. This is owner's equity. This is a very simple and very easy formula. Finally, I am trying to discuss a very important rate. Sometimes we feel puzzled. Which type of asset, which type of depreciation consider? Okay. What is the rate of depreciation on property, plant, and equipment? That means PPE. The depreciation rate is calculated accordance with the provision BS, Bangladesh Accounting Standard 60, property, plant, equipment, and there are some rules and regulations. Which type of asset, which types of rate set as a depreciation? Okay. Building and another construction 2.5% standard. Okay. Plant and machinery 5%, office equipment 10%, furniture and fitting fixture 10%, vehicle 10%, and freezer 10%. Because there is a very common the riskable asset are high depreciation, and fixed are not mobile asset, less depreciation comparatively. Okay, comparatively more risks, comparatively low risks. Okay, so this is the charges of depreciation. Okay, it's very simple question, or is that you just try to see and basic knowledge of the depreciation. Sometimes you are feel puzzled. Which rate we consider 5%, 10%, 2.5%, like this. Okay. So I think a theoretical class successfully I have completed. If you have any question, please ask me very fastly, because I try to start my another slide, mathematical problems where I mentioned. You have any question about this theoretical option of today's classes? I think no questions. So I try to another slide.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sir, not related with the class, sir, but about the exam, if you can highlight the something for our preparation.
Exam may be 21st December, financial accounting. I am not 100% sure. I am sure 80 to 90%. Okay, 21 December.
Sir, we saw the notification in the dashboard, sir. It notifies the 21 December from 8:15 to 9:15. We just checked that it has been displayed in the dashboard, sir. But just I wanted to know that what kind of question, as it says in the
MCQ,
dashboard.
definitely MCQ.
Yes, sir. 20 MCQ, that's 60 minutes. So it just I have a query that what kind of MCQ it would be that would take 60 minutes. The each MCQ, it comprises 3 minutes for each MCQ. So what kind of MCQ it would be coming? If you can just highlight, sir.
Very short MCQ. You will get available time. Some MCQ you have time taken 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, but some MCQ 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just
দুইটা ডিএ বিল কিন্তু তার নামে হবে না, সরকারি বিল।
combinedly I try to
মনে করো
match.
আমি টি দিয়ে বিল দিচ্ছি, ডি এর সাথে ডিএ বিল যদি এখানে ক্লেম
আপনার
করি
মাইকটা
তাহলে
মিউট
কিন্তু
করেন।
আমার
Okay. Very short question I try to design, but some question you will get time duration need to solve the properly 10 second, 20 second, 5 second, but some question you will time taken to properly solve 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just I try to design a question on the basis of consequences, time base, okay, and time capture, okay. Okay, this is the trial balance. This is the trial balance. The trial balance of T-Bones contain the following account 31st December 2022. T-Bone Company Limited, the trial balance at 31st December 2022. Okay, this is the trial balance. Particular debit side and credit sides. A huge or lot of items are mentioned here. Adjustment, the additional information. Machine inventory, December 31st, 2022, 45,000 taka. Okay, that ending period, that's mean closing. Closing is one kind of asset. Okay, closing is one kind of asset. Office supplies, taka 400 was unused. Office supplies unused. Unused means on your hand. Office supplies on your hand. That is another kind of asset. Okay. Unrealized for bad debt to 1,500. Bad debts, that means you cannot collect it from account receivable. Bad debts. Okay, that's meant. Increase allowance for bad debt. To recover the bad debt, you have take some money as a allowance. Okay, or you prepare a fund to make up the bad debt. For allowance for bad debt, by 1,000. This is the crucial question, by. If you see the by, you definitely you plus with old figure, then you will get new figure. So in this additional information, all item are new. All item are new. Okay. After completed trial balance, some errors or some mistake you find out, then you write or write as adjustment. So old recording process, that means trial balance and additional information or adjustment. You try to match and you finally try to put it, okay, by a statement. Okay. Then loose tools were revalued 4,000. Loose tools were revalued 4,000. Loose tools means
স্যার সরি স্যার একটু যদি বাংলা জাস্ট লাস্ট একটু বাংলায় বলতেন স্যার। ট্রায়াল ব্যালেন্সের পরে তো ট্রায়াল ব্যালেন্সে গিয়ে তো আমরা স্যার অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট করলাম, এরপর আর কি বাকি থাকছে স্যার?
এটা একটা ট্রায়াল ব্যালেন্স দেওয়া থাকে এবং এই ট্রায়াল ব্যালেন্সে কিছু ভুল থাকে, কিছু মিস্টেক থাকে, সেইগুলো অতিরিক্ত অথবা অতিরিক্ত ইনফরমেশন অথবা অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট হিসেবে নিচে দেওয়া থাকে। এই নিচের অংশগুলি উপর অংশ থেকে অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট করে ফাইনালি স্টেটমেন্টে আমাদেরকে দেখাতে হয়। দিস ইজ দ্য fundamental concept of income statement. Okay.
But sir, we are not, while preparing the trial balance, are we not taking all those mistakes into cognizance?
Okay, I just clearly try to discuss about this. Say for example, this is the trial balance. Okay.
Right, sir.
Okay, trial balance, you see the balance, same balance. Okay, definitely this is the correct. Okay, but
Right, sir.
after end of the time, after audit, the auditor comments some mistake here. Then this mistake as a comment recording below. Then you should.
Okay, sir. First we prepare a trial balance, sir, and then if the auditor finds any mistake and points out, then we record those mistakes. Then we try to prepare the financial statement. Is it like that, sir?
Yes. After you finally a corrected option you record. Okay.
Right, sir.
So goods costing were cited by the government at 5,000. Salary payable, taka 2,000. Salary payable means not paid. Okay, not paid. You will paid in next. but future. But salary already you show your statement, maybe more, maybe less. Okay. Goods withdrawn by proprietors, that's mean owners for personal use, less 4,000. 4,000 goods withdraw. Goods withdraw definitely less from purchase or your stock. Okay. Depreciation, furniture and machinery 15% and 10%. Furniture 15%, machinery 10%. Depreciation one kind of expense. Other relevant adjustment is to taken into account. Prepare income statement and balance sheet statement. Okay. But if I try to completely make a income statement, balance sheet estimate, time taken minimum 1 hour. But in our question pattern, only 2 mark or 1 mark. So very simply you have to answer. Say for example, total question I write in our question form or e-learning platform, but only one item I record and try to solve one item. Okay, one item 2 mark or 2 item. The which side, which net amount, like this. Okay, so for example, unrealized for bad debt to taka 2,500 to be written off. Increase allowance for bad debt by 1,000. So from this, maybe I try to design a question. You show the total amount of bad debt effect on income statement. Okay. You show the net effect of bad debt on account receivable. How effect? But net, you try to find out the net amount of account receivable. Like this. Very simple question. I try to make according to you. Okay. But totally I try to solve here, but in exam a very short MCQ question. Okay, if you clearly understand, then any question can answer. Okay.
স্যার একটু বাংলাতে যদি একটু বুঝিয়ে বলতেন স্যার, এখন তো শেষের দিকে স্যার, একটু তাহলে কনসেপ্টটা নিতে সুবিধা হবে স্যার।
ওকে, আই ট্রাই টু স্পিক ইন বাংলা। দেখেন এখানে আমরা যদি এই ইনকাম স্টেটমেন্টটা সলিউশন করতে 1 ঘন্টা সময় লাগবে মিনিমাম। ঠিক আছে, তো আমরা এখান থেকে এইভাবে আমরা কোশ্চেন টোটালি পরিপূর্ণভাবে সলিউশন করতে হবে এমন নয়। আমরা এখানে এই ট্রায়াল ব্যালেন্সটা আমরা কোশ্চেন পেপারে তুলে উঠাবো বা লিখবো, লেখার পরে এখান থেকে একটা আইটেম বা 2টি আইটেম দিব। যেমন আনরিলাইজ ফর ব্যাড ডেট 2,500 টাকা রিটেন অফ, অনাদায়ী পাওনা হিসেবে ধার্য হয়েছে 2,500 টাকা। ইনক্রিজ অ্যালাউন্স ফর ব্যাড ডেট, ঋণ সঞ্চিতি বাবদ ধার্য করতে হবে 1,000 টাকা দ্বারা। তাহলে ইনকাম স্টেটমেন্টের ডেবিট পাশে আমাদের কত টাকা দেখাতে হবে টোটাল, এটা কোশ্চেন করতে পারি। অথবা বলতে পারি যে অ্যাকাউন্ট রিসিভেবল এর উপরে কত টাকা ধার্য করতে হবে, বা অ্যাকাউন্ট রিসিভেবল থেকে কত টাকা মাইনাস করতে হবে। এইভাবে শর্ট কোশ্চেন আমরা দেখাবো এক্সাম। তারপর বলতে পারি ডেপ্রিসিয়েশন ফার্নিচার এন্ড মেশিনারি 50%, 10%। হাউ মাচ 50% depreciation of furniture? How much depreciation on furniture? এইভাবে শর্ট কোশ্চেন আমরা করবো। ঠিক আছে, এমন বলতে পারি ভ্যাট কারেন্ট অ্যাকাউন্ট, which side you write on balance sheet, which side you posted. VAT current account is one kind of asset, so it is a balance sheet item. Okay, like this. Okay, say for example 10% fixed deposit, what amount you post in income statement? 10% fixed deposit, you try to charge the 10% on 50,000 and consider debt. Okay, like this. Very short question, but totally we solve in now the mathematical problem, but in your exam, very short question you try to answer. Okay, clear or not? Okay. Income statement, at first you have to find out net sale. Find out net sale. At first time, how we can determine a net sale? Total sales minus sales return minus sale discount. Total sales minus sales return minus sale discount. Okay. Total sales 1,95,000 minus 4,000 sales return minus sale discount is equal to net sale. You find out here sales 1,95,000. Then sales return and allowance 4,000. Okay. Then sale discount. Okay. So two item are minus from total sales. Then you will get net sale. Understand or not?
স্যার বুঝতে পেরেছি স্যার, তার মানে স্যার আমাদের পুরো টেবিলটা দেয়া থাকবে, আমরা যদি ফর্মুলা জানি তাহলে ওখান থেকে উত্তর দেওয়া যাবে স্যার।
Yes. Okay. At first net sale. May I design a question? You try to find out the net sales. Then you try to maintain this formula. Total sales minus sales return minus sale discount. Ultimately, net sale. Clear? Okay. Second time, you have thinking net purchase. How we can net purchase? Total purchase, then less purchase return, less purchase discount, less goods withdrawn by government. মানে আপনি ক্রয় করছেন সেখান থেকে তুলে নিয়ে গেছে, পার্চেস থেকে মাইনাস গুডস উইথড্র বাই প্রোপ্রাইটরস, মানে মালিক তুলে নিয়ে গেছে, একটা সরকার তুলে নিয়ে চলে গেছে, তো সরকারকে দেওয়া হয়েছে বা মালিককে দেওয়া হয়েছে, পণ্যদের উপর দেওয়া হয়েছে। পণ্যদের উপর দেওয়া হয় কোথা থেকে? দুই জায়গা থেকে পণ্যদের উপর দেওয়া হয়, একটা হচ্ছে ক্রয় থেকে অথবা স্টক থেকে। সাধারণত আমরা ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল স্টেটমেন্ট আমরা ক্রয় থেকে আমরা এগুলো দিয়ে দিই, ঠিক আছে? ওকে। দেন purchase related expense, you have to plus purchase related expense, wages, carries in, import duty, freight in. Wages, while purchase you just some person you hire to carry this, okay, or load and unload the product. Carries in, ship charge or vehicle charge, van charge, like this. Import duty, custom duty. Freight in, another kinds of vehicle but transportation charge. Okay. So when you transportation hire to carry the product, this is the purchase related expense. Purchase related expense plus and minus purchase return, purchase discount, and any person withdraw the product or you give the product any person is minus. Okay, clear or not? Net purchase. Anyone question me? Net purchase, you clear or not? Okay. Net, at first you try to find out total purchase. Okay. Then you purchase related wages, purchase related expense. You have to plus carries in purchase related expense plus import duty, purchase related expense. You have to plus freight in purchase related expense. You have to plus.
Sir, how do you understand which are the purchase related expenses? Suppose the freight in, it is somehow we understand. So, but is there any list that these will be included in the purchase related expenses?
Purchase one kind of expense for your company. Okay, you know.
Right, sir.
Okay, and purchase related expense, wages, freight in, import duty, like this.
মানে যেগুলো স্যার খরচ করছে ওগুলোকে স্যার সোজা ধরে নেবে যে পারচেজের মধ্যে
Yes.
অ্যাড হবে স্যার।
আচ্ছা,
purchase
purchase the product from sources to your company. Every expenses is a purchase related cost. Understand?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Purchase sources of purchase is spot, okay, or purchase plus from the purchase place to your company. All purchase related expense count as purchase expense, okay, and purchase expense you have to plus with purchase cost. So total purchase. Then purchase related, say for return, discount, you have to minus. Okay. You purchase, next you return. So purchase less or purchase reduce. So minus from. Okay. Now you purchase discount, minus from purchase. Another, I think the purchase return, another option, minus from purchase. Like this, you come to the point net purchase. Net purchase, how we find out or calculate net purchase? At first total purchase, then purchase return minus purchase discount minus. Return and discount always time minus. Maybe sales related, maybe purchase related. Sales related with sales, purchase related with purchase. You mind it. Purchase return and purchase discount always time minus from purchase, and sales return, sales discount always minus from sales. Okay. And product withdraw, you purchase automatic reduce, so minus.
স্যার এখানে যে ব্র্যাকেট দেয় এটা কি মাইনাস মিন করছে
Yes.
স্যার ব্র্যাকেটিং
Bracket shows always time minus. Okay.
মাইনাস
Wages carries in import duty, freight in. Of course, this is a purchase related expense. So you have to plus with purchase cost. Okay. Okay. Understand or not? Okay, I think you clearly understand. Now I am going to another option. Option number 3, cost of goods sold. So you have to first determine net sales, then net purchase, then cost of goods sold. Third option, how we can determine or calculate the cost of goods sold. Net purchase plus opening inventory or opening stock minus closing inventory or closing stock. Okay, you have already determined or calculated net purchase 84,800 plus opening inventory, that close opening stock. Opening stock you definitely will get from your trial balance. Opening stock where mentioned, you find out this merchandise inventory 1st January 22. You just understand by date. You understand by date. Inventory, merchandise inventory, opening stock, inventory, any name may mention here. Okay, any name. But you have to understand by date. Okay. So opening this and closing inventory or closing stock, this merchandise inventory December 31st. It is a closing. Okay. So opening and closing. Opening maximum time inside the trial balance and closing maximum time outside of trial balance. You easily will find it. Okay. So net purchase 84,800 plus opening inventory minus closing inventory. Cost of goods sold. Clear or not, please, anyone? Please, anyone?
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, now
ওপেনিং ইনভেন্টরিটা মিন্স কি স্যার এন্ডিং ইনভেন্টরিটা
opening inventory, opening stock.
স্টক
At preliminary, you have some product on your hand. Okay.
স্যার
Okay. And closing stock or ending inventory or closing inventory same. You unsold, remain on your hand. Remain on your hand at the end of year. at the end of accounting period or unsold. Okay. Okay, then this is the multiple step income statement. First, net sale. Net sale you have to already calculate it before. Then less cost of goods sold you have already find out. Net sale minus cost of goods sold, gross profit. Net sale number one, cost of goods sold number two, 1 minus 2. The heading 3, gross profit, 1,21,400. Clear or not? Please, anyone?
Yes, sir.
We are with you, sir.
Okay. Now heading 4, operating expense. All expense, office expense and administrative expense. That's mean operating expense. Operating expense, office expense or admin expense and selling expense. Office and selling all expense is called operating expense. Okay. Salary expense. Okay. You mind it. Salary expense. If payable then plus and advance then minus. Very simple. Payable you will pay it in next or future. Okay. Salary expense in trial balance 22,000 and additional information and payable and another salary expense payable in next অর্থাৎ 22,000 টাকা রেয়াবিলে দেওয়া আছে হিসাব করে দেখা গেল যে আরো 2,000 টাকা আমাদের দিতে হবে যেটা পরিশোধ করা হয় নাই অর্থাৎ রেয়াবিলে যেগুলো দেওয়া থাকে already paid or already received item or already settlement item mentioned in trial balance. Okay. যেগুলো পরিশোধিত হয়ে যায় সেগুলো রেয়াবিলে দেওয়া থাকে আর যেগুলো পরিশোধিত হয় না বা কোনো ভুল ভ্রান্তি থাকে সেগুলো অতিরিক্ত তথ্য আকারে দেওয়া থাকে নিচে তাহলে যদি কোনো মোট বেতন আছে 22,000 টাকা আমাদের দেওয়া হয়ে গেছে অলরেডি কিন্তু বছর শেষে বলা হয়েছে যে আরো 2,000 টাকা আমাদেরকে দিতে হবে তাহলে এটা যোগ করে দিতে হবে টোটাল 24,000।
ও কি করো? হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা।
Okay. Then office supplies 1,800 and on hand 400. You see, office supplies. Office supplies at 400 or unused, no use. But in trial balance, you see, office supplies, this office supply expense. Okay. Office supplies expense 1,800 expense, but at the end of time, there are mentioned you have to unused or unexpensed or unused as 400. ওকে বলা হয়েছে যে খরচ হিসেবে দেখানো হয়েছে 1,800 টাকা কিন্তু বছর শেষে আমরা দেখেছি যে আমাদের 400 টাকা অব্যবহৃত হিসেবে রেখে দিতে হবে অব্যবহৃত তার মানে আমাদের খরচ থেকে মাইনাস করে দেখাতে হবে
স্যার এটা অব্যবহৃত কিভাবে থাকবে? আমরা যদি 18 টাকা
Yes.
এন্ট্রি করে থাকি, আমি যদি 1800 খরচ হয়েছে বলে এন্ট্রি করেছি স্যার।
1,800 টাকা এখানে আমাদের খরচ হিসেবে দেখাইছে কিন্তু এটা আমাদের ভুল হয়েছে ভুলটা কি হয়েছে আমরা ফাইন্ড করে দেখেছি যে আমাদের এখনো 400 টাকার সাপ্লাইস আমাদের অব্যবহৃত রয়ে গেছে আমরা ব্যবহার করতে পারি নাই ওকে তাহলে আমাদের যেটা
আচ্ছা,
ব্যবহার করতে পারে না আমরা মাইনাস করে দেখাতে হবে ঠিক আছে নিটটা দেখাতে হবে
Correct.
এই যে আমরা এখানে দেখিয়েছি
not lose any pencils.
office supplies and
We have just sort all the values to make it easy. So solidity is going to be
then depreciation all depreciation you have to mention income statement as a admin expense all depreciation admin expense যেমন loose property furniture plant and machinery and depreciation 10% 15% 10% mention here okay mention here mention This depreciation furniture and machinery, 15% and 10%. Okay. You go back your trial balance, furniture and machinery. Furniture and machinery, you try to find out here. Plant and machinery, 70,000. And depreciation,
10%, sir.
10%. 10% or 70%. Definitely 7,000. Okay.
7,000, sir.
Okay. And another furniture. Okay. Furniture, 45,000. And depreciation charge rate,
15.
15%, sir.
15%.
Our
You,
future importance and
you,
our model production will be
you charge 15%. Definitely you will get 4,500 and another half of 4,022.
6,750.
Yes. This is very simple, very easy. Okay. The depreciation plant machinery furniture. Okay. Lease property, depreciation lease property. Lease property depreciation. Leasehold property, 20 years. Okay. 20 years. But you have to calculate current year. Another 19 year minus. Okay. So 1 year, how much expense? 1 year? This is 80,000 for 20 years. But for 1 year, how much?
4,000, sir.
4,000. 4,000 is current year expenses. Okay. This is okay. Where 4,000. This is 4,000. Okay. Then postage and telegram. It is one kind of expense. 3,000. Nominal account. That's mean. Decrease value of loose tools. Loose tool মানে খুচরা যন্ত্রাংশ. Loose tools. Loose tools were revalued 4,000. Revalued 4,000. You mind it. Loose tools revalued 4,000, but loose tools are 5,000. Loose tools are 5,000, but you revalued 4,000. Automatic 1,000 your expense. 1,000 your expense. Okay. Your loss. This is goods item by government. Government are replaced 4,000. It is all kind of expense for you. Interest expense on loan. You take a loan, but interest you have to pay it. It is one kind of expense, 7,000. Total admin expense, 59,150. And selling expense, advertising, one kind of selling expense, 4,000. Delivery expense, one kind of selling, delivery van to carry product for selling product. Okay. So now another good item, bad debt. Bad debt means on the you cannot collect from receivable. You cannot collect from receivable. That means bad debt. Bad debts. Huh? Okay, bad debts. অনাদায় পাওনা যে টাকাটা আদায় হবে না এটা ডেফিনেটলি একটা খরচ বাট সামটাইম দিস ইজ দ্য ওল্ড অনাদায় ব্যাড ডেট অনাদায় পাওনা this is the new unrealized for bad debt new old plus new u plus and then increase allowance for bad debt by 1,000 allowance if any option increase bad debt increase allowance for bad debt by this by you definitely plus with new you have to find out old bad debt allowance. This is the allowance for a bad debt old. Okay, but when you find out increase allowance by, then you plus, and it converted to a new. Okay, you just mind it this. যদি এখানে পুরাতন অনাদায়ী পাওনা সঞ্চিতি থাকে আর অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্টে যদি বলা থাকে যে আমাদের দ্বারা বৃদ্ধি করতে হবে, 2000 টাকা আছে, এখান থেকে আমাদের আরো 1000 টাকা দ্বারা বৃদ্ধি করতে হবে, তাহলে আমার এখন টোটাল 3000 টাকা হবে নতুন। ঠিক আছে, তাহলে নতুন গুলো সব যোগ আর পুরাতন অনাদায়ী পাওনা যোগ যোগ দেওয়ার পরে এই ওল্ড অনাদায়ী পাওনা সঞ্চিতি মাইনাস করতে হবে। ঠিক আছে। Okay, some point or topics I try to solve here. You just mind it because you cannot totally solve in the exam. Okay, exam is very limited. Okay, so I just make question from here. Net sales, net purchase, cost of goods sold, bad debt. Okay, depreciation, like this. Okay, so if I totally solve here, because you cannot understand clearly, you cannot answer the question in the exam. Okay, so I very simple question I try to make from here: net purchase, net sales, cost of goods sold, uh, bad debt, which item is considered as operating expense, operating income, which item you consider as like this, you try to understand. Clear or not what I say about? Please anyone?
Sir, clear, sir. Sir,
আমি
clear, sir.
আমি এখান থেকে কিছু সবগুলো আপনাদের দেখাবো না, দেখা দিয়ে আপনারা বুঝতে পারবেন না ক্লিয়ার ভাবে, আর মানে পরীক্ষায় লিখতেও পারবেন না। আমি যে বিষয়গুলো
রাইট স্যার।
আপনাদের ফোকাসিং করছি এই বিষয়গুলো আপনারা বের করবেন। নেট সেল, নেট পারচেজ, কস্ট অফ গুড সোল্ড, ডেপ্রিসিয়েশন। ওকে, আবার ক্যাটাগরি অফ এক্সপেন্স, অপারেটিং এক্সপেন্স or operating income. You just try to understand. Like this.
স্যার একটু সহজ কোশ্চেন করেন স্যার।
Yes, now I am going to the balance sheet. Balance sheet is just current asset. Which item is considered as current asset? You try to mind it. Okay. Okay. And then fixed deposit, you 10% charge. How much? How many? How much? Simple question. Investment. Okay. Like this. Total fixed asset. You just identify fixed asset. Which asset considered as fixed asset? Investment, plant and machinery, furniture, loose tools, lease or property. It is a fixed asset. I try to make a question. Loose tools, it is a which kind of asset? Current asset or fixed asset? You clearly try to understand. Okay. Short-term liabilities, which item considered as short-term liabilities? Then long-term liabilities, which item is considered as long-term liabilities? Owner security item. Okay, like this simple question I try to make for you. Okay.
Right, sir. Sir.
Oh, okay.
স্যার কি চলে গেলেন?